Hey, I'm Alex here for NextUp, and I'm super pumped because I have interviewed these guys before, and they are a lot of fun and super talented. Please give it up for R5. What up?
Hey.
Hello.
No pressure, guys.
What's up, guys? No, stop. You guys are fun. They're naturally fun to be around. What's going on, though?
A lot of stuff.
Just chilling.
So much.
Yeah. You know, you have a new EP out, so you've been doing some promo for that. Gearing up for the tour. And I know. Thank you. You know, that's why I have this job. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, I feel like you guys have, you guys took even in your year off, I feel like a lot of you were super busy too, which just goes to show that your schedules just like never really stop. So before we get into that though, I do want to talk a little bit about the EP, New Addictions is out. My question is, why did you name it New Addictions?
Ross.
We liked it better than Old Habits.
That's fair.
Nice.
Yo, nice one, bro. That was nice.
Mike bumped me.
It was kind of one of those happy coincidences where we were kind of in the middle of conversation. And I think I was like, I love New Addictions. I just blatantly said that.
For like no reason. It just was like this.
Like we were talking about like TV shows. Like I love being addicted to a TV show and being able to binge watch something.
Or it's like
Ross,
nice to be addicted to anything. Like healthy
Food.
wise.
Like,
I mean,
like,
that's
hold
what
on.
we're
Retract. Your
we were
manager's
talking
like,
about
no.
healthy. It feels good to have like a good addiction of like
Like working out.
Yeah, like a book or like whatever it is,
anything that can occupy your mind, I think is a good thing. Music obviously is kind of at the forefront of our addictions. And so we just thought it was appropriate that these songs could be called New Addictions, and then hopefully if it all works out, there'll be like titles that come off of or stem off of New Addictions. We'll see.
How long did it take you guys to put the EP together? How long did it take you to write?
It's kind of a continuous process now with music being so easily streamable and all these things, and everyone's releasing songs all the time.
Yeah.
So now we're writing songs all the time.
Wow.
This EP basically took us 8 months, but obviously behind the scenes you'll see we have a hard drive full of other songs that aren't necessarily right for R5 right now. But those are hopefully be released very soon. You know what I mean? Because you could just drop records whenever you want now.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting, kind of a little scary. So that's kind of the process that we're in. We're pretty much the sole writers and producers on all the music that's upcoming for us. Obviously, with this particular EP, we worked with some really good friends of ours, Ocean Park Standoff.
Awesome.
Yeah, great dudes.
Yeah.
We've actually grown to be really fond of each other and have a really good relationship now.
We played softball with them actually
Wait.
Sunday.
Like against them or with them?
We split.
They're kind of on our
I was
team.
on Ethan's team.
Pete was on my
Ethan was
team.
on my
Ethan
team.
his
Who won?
Yeah,
I
Ethan
did.
was on our team.
Yeah.
I'm an all-star first baseman.
There you
Yeah.
go. Awesome.
But Pete was actually, it was funny. Pete was like, we're changing the band name to Ocean Park Softball. And it was really funny. It was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're pretty much the sole writers and producers from here on out. We love collaborating with friends, but that's about it because writer sessions can go
rough.
downhill really quick.
Can be really rough sometimes.
Why is that? Like, why do you? I mean,
It's a blind date.
It's like
Yeah.
speed
You know?
dating.
Someone had
Yeah.
a really good metaphor. It's like showing up and like taking your pants off in front of each other and be like, hey, you know, like
This is what I got.
Here's what we got to work with.
It's so true
Yeah.
because
We
you're
should try
getting
that.
so vulnerable with another person. You're
It's
like,
like nice to meet you.
Wait, is he going? He's doing
I should have
it?
worn the leather today.
Go, bro, go. Come on, we're trying to make this go viral.
Sorry.
Take them
All
off.
right, here we
Take
go.
it off.
Let's go, ladies. All right.
Where'd the guitars go?
that's amazing. You know, I think that is something to be said about that though, because when you think about it, I mean, for me, I love talking to artists like you that do write all, you know, your music or you collab with other people because you have to kind of get in this. I've never written music. I'm not talented like that, but I imagine.
Could be.
You never know.
Maybe I'll start writing a diary. But still, it's almost like writing a diary kind of, but like with other people, and then millions of people eventually like read your diary or whatever, and then you're just like, oh wait, was that a really dumb idea? Like, is that what it's like when you're throwing ideas out there?
A little bit, because you have to dare to suck.
Yeah.
You just like that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
But also, I found recently, especially, that it's sometimes hard to really let yourself be completely honest with like your music and to completely give yourself to that, because there's people that you care about that are listening, and sometimes you don't want people. Like, for instance, if you have like a girlfriend, or like there's certain parameters that you don't necessarily want to cross.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to personally get over that to where it's like you just kind of got to be honest.
You gotta start thinking like this.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I
sing
mean?
about
Like
our relationship, babe. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a weird thing. It is weird.
Doesn't that come with a package though? Like I feel, you know what I mean? Like where you're just like,
Yeah.
this is kind of sorry.
Yeah,
like
this is what it is.
yeah, oh, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where you have to kind of, that's to be expected. I don't know.
I you'd think, yeah. I haven't run into like any like particular roadblocks. I'm not like being very pointedly when I say this. I'm just saying that it'd be nice to be more honest, like in the future, you know?
Well, let's talk about If, because first off, I love the music video. It's fantastic. Where did you guys
Thank
film
you.
that? It looked like Palm Springs.
San Diego.
Oh, really?
San Diego.
Another great
I think
destination.
it's Spanish for something, but I can't remember.
I was going to say it, but I was like, Kiss FM, I can't finish the joke.
I know.
Up top, E. Up top. That was great.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, but one of the lyrics though that kind of cracked me up in the song was talking about like, you know, liking a girl's picture from 4 weeks back. And I often think about, I think just dating in 2017, not to say that dating's always been easy, but it is different because there's so many factors, right? Like you have Instagram and you have Bumble and Snap, like everything. And I have thought about those moments as a girl being like, oh my God, that guy went 56 weeks back in my Instagram. I need to block him. Like, what is the limit? Like 4 weeks, like, okay.
Well-
Like that's a pass on that. But you're pushing it. You're pushing it a little bit with 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's right on the
Okay.
line.
So
right?
where's the limit? I want to know. Maybe you could give your opinion.
I'm a professional scroller stalker on Instagram.
The stress though that comes with that because you don't want to double tap on someone else's
Eric,
profile.
No, that's the
Airplane
worst.
mode.
That's when I like show. Oh my gosh, Riker!
Wait, but that doesn't
when,
load.
when
then,
you're about
though.
to
When you just
when
blew
you're
a lot of
gonna-
people's
when you're
minds.
gonna blow it up. when
Riker,
you're
that
gonna
was really
zoom in,
smart.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
gosh.
airplane mode, then you zoom in.
Yeah.
And if you double tap, it doesn't actually like
Wait.
the photo.
You can always screenshot it too.
Groundbreaking. Okay.
Why don't you
My
just
thing
like
is,
screenshot
I
it?
go and like show somebody, and then they take it and they start scrolling. I'm like, if you accidentally double tap that right now,
I'm gonna
so
kill
much
you.
trouble.
Oh yeah, because you're like hardcore into the
Yeah,
stalkerage.
I'm 58 weeks.
What
Yeah.
really stresses me out though about the whole screenshot thing is now Instagram has that little notification that comes down. I was like, do you want to share this with your friends? And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no, I don't want to share this with, and like not in that way.
right,
I might accidentally send the post to them. Has that ever happened to you though, where you've accidentally double tapped someone's pictures from like a year or two back or anything?
I don't think so.
It's definitely
so you guys are
happened.
super
It's definitely
sensitive.
happened to me.
I guess.
I don't go
If
that deep, honestly.
Well,
I'm like,
airplane mode if you do that.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
if I do, I'm
airplane
smart with
mode.
the airplane
If
mode.
that did happen to me, I'd just be shamelessly like in it. I'd be like, yeah, I liked your picture from 60 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a message.
Damn right.
Loud and
you know.
clear.
It shows
That is the
dedication.
message.
It's like sup.
It's like
yeah.
How much time you have on your hands?
Yeah, once
It's
they
the
fix
ultimate
it
wink.
back,
Oh
you know.
my gosh. Well, I'm super. I love the new music, and just even
Thank you.
hearing you guys. I think we are uploading these videos separately, so hopefully it won't spoil it. That you guys already did perform the music. It was really good.
Thank you.
And how like do you just feel like with this new EP, you guys obviously are getting older because that's what happens. Like did you put pressure on yourselves to kind of come up with like a more mature sound, or like did you have that mentality, or was it like we're just gonna do what we want to do?
I'd say actually this EP is the most easy listen of most of the stuff that we made over those 8 months while making this EP.
Awesome.
We have a lot of stuff that is just kind of weird. And that wouldn't have been appropriate for this time in R5's kind of.
We go to
Career.
some dark places.
Yeah,
we-
we
We had to
Artists.
kind of bring it back. We had about 10 songs where they were kind of too indie. They're just too far out there, and we played them for managers and a couple people at the label, and they were like, "Yo, this isn't right."
We
People
love
just don't get it.
experimenting, too, you know. It's
I
just
liked
good to
them.
do. It's good to do.
yeah.
Gotta branch out all ways, and then you find
But
the good stuff.
people do ask us that sometimes, like, "Oh, is it like your sound's more mature now? Is that like because
You're
of
like,
a
yeah,
certain
we got
thing?"
older.
Yeah, no, that is it too. But it's also we've never been more creatively involved in our music,
Awesome.
and I think that's probably the biggest factor.
That's amazing. So I did want to talk a little bit before we talk about the tour about what you guys did on your just like kind of year off. Like I said, you guys did work a lot. I know you were just in a movie that's first off, I want to talk about that movie, but what I thought was so impressive, it was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I
the
saw
Jeffrey
that.
Dahmer
Yeah.
film.
That's so
And
cool.
like that's so cool. Like
That's
there's not
crazy.
a lot of things that get a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
like
yeah.
off the top of my head, I know everyone's making a big deal about the Wonder Woman in film. I think that just got 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like a huge deal when that can happen. Like, did you even like? Did that shock you? Like, what was that like?
It did a lot because I thought I was gonna ruin the movie. To be honest with you, yeah. For a second, there was for like a split second while filming, because it was pretty heavy. Like I'd come home from like an 18-hour workday. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. And I just sit in the shower for like 30 minutes and just kind of like decompress.
Does that mess with your mindset when you're portraying a serial killer? Like that's kind of.
I didn't think it did.
Yeah.
But it kind of like there's a little bit of backlash, but like nothing long term or anything. You know what I mean? You just kind of. Honestly, acting is. I remember Alex Wolf, actually, my co-star, and my friend Dom were telling me this. He was like, I would never recommend acting to anyone, because you kind of have to be a little bit insane to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're putting your conscious like thoughts in like these terrible places that you shouldn't really be
especially
thinking
with
about.
that type of a character.
Totally.
Like, that's insane.
Totally, yeah. But it wasn't horrible. Like I wasn't like locking myself in a hotel room like Heath Ledger was when he was playing the Joker. You know what I mean? It didn't go that far.
Yeah.
But
Good.
as far as the reviews go, it's insane.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of something that's been so like like people just love it. I don't even like, I'm a spectator now. You know what I mean? I did my work. I'm just watching how people are reacting, and it's insane.
Yeah. How about the rest of you? What'd you guys do?
It was tight. We saw
She
it.
asked
What'd we do?
did.
Oh, I was commenting on the
Well, that's
movie.
good that you're supportive.
I liked the
I love
movie. What'd you guys do?
I sort of half built a studio with Ellington, actually.
Yeah, bro.
Where?
And it was in our house, which is in the super north area.
We don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
and then we actually moved out of there, so we had to take the studio down.
I would say we got kicked out of there, but
Yeah, we kind of got
Kinda.
kicked out. Too many house
Wait
parties.
a second. Is there a story? Yeah. Why did you get kicked out of it?
Well, we didn't get kicked. It's a long story. Don't even get me started.
It's
but,
the-
I kind of want to get you started.
We
on
were
the
renting
story.
the house, and the owners wanted to sell it. That's
the-
really
that's
all.
the
That's
But-
so like you're like, I get it, but come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it was
We just
honestly.
built a
It was
studio.
kind of nice, but it kind of sucked at the same time.
It sucked because we've moved about 8 times since we've been to LA.
And how long have you been in LA? Like
About
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so-
but still,
Ah. 2
it's
years.
almost every year, and
that's
it's
so annoying.
oh yeah, we're pretty done with it now.
Honestly, that's the part that sucks. The part that doesn't suck is everybody was kind of ready to be on their own. Like these two
Yeah.
are not living together. Riker's living with his girl, so it was kind of nice that like we'll get our space.
Yeah,
for a little
that's
bit.
Really nice. But
You know?
I mean, we got a lot done in the house. We obviously wrote all the time. We had a couple jam nights that were really fun. That,
Those are sweet, yeah.
Like, got people like, let's just say like near the end we had Pedro from
Oh, that was
came and
amazing.
did a
Oh,
harmonica
gosh.
solo that would blow your mind.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
Yeah,
He-
no,
it was-
like,
it was
not
a
even
masquerade party,
exaggerating
and
a
he
little
was like
bit.
a huge, like one of those giant like nose doctor, like
Oh,
from the old
those
times.
yes, they're
Oh, yeah.
creepy.
And I'm like, who's doing the harmonica solo? And he's just wailing.
Just
that
shredding.
sounds like a killer
It
party.
was really. That was the last one we had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the problem is though, you'll make a flyer. It will like make these like cool flyers because it's fun, and then the flyer gets passed around like
copied and
to,
pasted.
like to anybody. So like you end up having a party with like close friends, and then like an hour later it's like
800 people are
like a bunch
there
of
in your
18-year-old
house.
Yeah, we had to
girls were
stop
like,
putting the
"Right here."
address on.
So now I get it. The owner
Okay,
was like,
Batman.
I need to sell this house before it gets burned to the ground. Like
Yeah,
for
that's
one
probably
of these
true.
parties.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think they knew.
we took good care of the house.
Yeah.
Let's like
The house is in great condition.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised it's still up and standing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
we were really good. We
job.
like would take the whole next
We're
stage
good
clean.
renters.
Good job.
Just
Yeah.
so everyone knows.
If you want to rent us your
If you ever
house.
see us.
Also, Rocky and I are homeless right now.
yeah.
There's a few people that have given up their house for like a week or so. If you want to maybe
So when
be a
you
part of that.
say you're
us up.
homeless, are you just like crashing on friends' couches? Are you
We're
like,
sleeping in Rocky's car currently. No, I'm kidding.
It's a nice car. It's a really nice
It's a
I
very
have-
nice car.
I have an extra sofa. Like, I'm
Oh,
just like,
really?
you guys, we do actually have a nice little guest house in the back. So
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. If you guys ever need a place to stay.
Is there
Cool.
space here that we can just rent?
Kiss
I
FM.
walk into
You guys
work
got
tomorrow.
this?
in your studio, JoJo?
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Well, guys, I'm super pumped for the new music, everything, and what you have going on outside of music too.
Thank you.
And I know, just real quick before I let you guys go, you have a tour that's about to kick off, right? Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so in July. That's when it starts.
Yes, July.
Yeah, see, you know more than I do.
We kick off June 17th.
It looks like you'll be
June
in San Diego
17th?
July 15th and Pomona July 16th.
Boom.
Come to those
Come to the shows. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a North American tour these next few months. Then we're gonna go to South America and actually Europe first in September, and then South
fun.
America in December. It looks like
Mexico.
we're kind of routing all that.
Mexico
We're
in
going to Mexico
August.
very soon. So yeah, we've always been a touring band. Like we'll go everywhere.
Like you don't even need a place to stay right now. You're going on tour anyway.
Well, that's
so you're good.
that's why we don't have a spot right now. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm super pumped that I got to talk to you today. Like I said, really excited for what you've been doing. So
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for having
R5.
us.
Woo!